Hello everyone, my name's TigerStripe16 and I am the official 3D BPS modeler for all things Minecraft, I guess. I've modeled most of the props in Animation Life 1 and 2, and I have also modeled multiple custom weapons for the animations SOW, which is an upcoming animation from BPS, and the Reverie weapons themselves. I did not design the textures, however. I designed a couple for SOW, which I have modeled. But I've been noticing a lot of people in the help and support chat on the BPS Discord asking how to do their own custom weapons, so I figured I should probably have an official tutorial instead of little bits and pieces people have to pick up on. So programs you're going to need for this tutorial. You're going to need Blender, which is I imagine if most people want their own custom weapons, they're using Blender anyways. You're going to need a photo editing tool, or a tool that you can do pixel art in. I'm going to use MS Paint for this tutorial because it's free, and I honestly didn't want to start up GIMP or Photoshop because that would just take ages, and no one wants to wait here for that. As you can see, I already sort of pre-made an image. Most of you, I'm sure, can already know how you make a custom texture. However, I'll teach you here right now how to do it quick. However, I will be using my other image. So you're going to open this thing called an item texture. I'm going to put it in the description. And you're basically just going to go through and delete everything you don't really need, you know? Like I don't need none of this. So, then you have the weapons. And now you're going to use this tool, and you're going to grab one of the textures and just sort of not hit white. You're going to, there we go. Alright, so now you're just going to piece together and make some sort of weapon. I don't know, that looks really bad, but you get the, yeah, see, it looks awful, but you get the idea, right? Yeah, so you just sort of draw your weapon. And then what you want to do is, once you have your weapon, I'm just going to use one of these weapons as an example. Preferably one that I did not just erase. So there we go, and let's erase you too. So now we're going to go to Select, we're going to go to Control C, and we're going to resize this to about 5. And I didn't want to resize that, I want to resize this file itself. So let's try that again. And then let's hit Control V, and there we go. We have our selection. You can save it as. Alright, so cool. Done, nice, easy, everyone's happy. Now comes the fun part. We're going to go to Blender. I'm sorry, I'm talking fast. So yeah, you're going to go to Blender, the fun part. And what you want to do is you're going to go to File, User Preferences, and RB. I'm sure most of you guys know who that is. Always has to remind me of this. Every time I start up a new Blender version, you always want to disable mip maps because it messes up your textures and you can't do the you can't do what I'm going to show you. The next part is, so you're going to want to deselect that and hit Save User Settings. Then the next part is you're going to go to Add-ons, and this is an add-on that comes in with Blender, but for some reason it's not activated. Don't ask me why. So you're going to type in Import Image, and then here we have Import Export Import Images Plain. So you're going to want to tick this little box and then hit Save User Settings, and that's all we're going to do in the user system settings. You also want to make sure you're in Cycles Render. So then what you're going to do next is, you're not going to do that, that's something else. You're going to import an image as a plane, and you're going to find the location. I have this location selected because I messed up a tutorial earlier, but so you're going to come into here, and we're going to find our PNG image. So, and then so we're going to click on it, and then we're going to hit Use Alpha and change it to pre-multiplied, and we're going to import image as plane. And as you can see, the image is right here. If it's not here, it's because your material isn't on, so it's going to be on solid probably. You're going to want to go into material, and that way you'll have your image nice and happy. It's in Blender now. So You're going to go to hit numpad 7 to go into top-down view, because if you do any other view, it's painful. Very, 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 very painful. So, and then you're going to hit 5 to go into orthographic, which makes everything line up nice. It's nice and pretty. Everyone's happy. So then you're going to hit tab, Control R, and you're going to go to either this side or this side, and you're just going to scroll until everything has its own block, like that. And then you're going to do it again for the up part. And this is just subdividing this plane. Yeah, see, everything's its nice, like, little thing. So then you want to go into face select, and you just sort of select everything that's not your image. And you're just going to select it. Oh, I'm not going over controls for this. So you hit C to get into this, and you scroll wheel up and down to select stuff, and then to unselect stuff, you middle mouse click. And then you just sort of hold left click, and you can just sort of go around, resize it, get everything. You want all this empty stuff, you want that gone. Boom, now we have an image, right? And it's all cut out nice and pretty. Now the issue most people have been having is when they extrude this, or whatever that tutorial says, which is, by the way, so wrong. You basically extrude it up, and then there's like a bunch of planes or faces missing from the side. No, we don't do that this way here. It's that's painful. That hurts me. That hurts. It hurts me to like see it, you know. Well, anyways, now we're gonna go into we're gonna open up a new window. Essentially, we're gonna go to UV image editor, and we're gonna open the image that we already put on. So this image right here. So we're gonna go back in edit mode over here. That's my mistake for getting out of it. 7, hit A, hit 0, and hit unwrap. Not unwrap. Gonna want to hit unwrap project. Okay, if you will work for me. Don't do what I'm doing, kids. It's I've never had this happen, so alright, well, ignore what I'm doing there for a second, because I just realized where I screwed up. So anyways, I'm going to Control Z a little. Alright. So 7. So I forgot to do this. A, Control E. Then you're going to want to edge split. And then you can see it's all selected over here. So what you're going to want to do is individual origins. Just scale that down. This gets rid of the issue where you have missing faces, because it's saying I want you to just take each of these individual colors. I don't want you to like mix it with anything else. So now this is done. So now you're gonna hit A, and then you're gonna hit E, and just bring it up. And that's a weapon. So now what we want to do next is, you know, we want to make, it's Minecraft, right? We gotta make it look weapony. As you can see, this texture isn't that good. I sort of made it really fast. But if you look on most Minecraft weapons, there's extrusions on them. So what you're gonna want to do is extrude it. So you just select both sides. Did I select that? Yes, I did. Alright. So now, one thing I like to do is I hit 3, and then I just hit S and Z, and scale it out just a little bit. Now it's all like extruded like, and I mean it looks actually pretty good, I think. It's a weapon. I would not. There's some things about the texture I would change. For instance, that color right there would not be that color; it'd be that color. It's just I was in a rush. I'm not going to teach y'all about optimization for your models, because that's just, it lowers render times if you do it, but it's something that BPS requires of me. I have to always optimize my models. You can ask Arby in the working lounge sometime. I hate doing it. He knows I hate doing it. However, this is one's for you, Arby, because I know you're gonna watch this later. So you're gonna hit 7, and then see this point right here. If I'm not in edit mode, I'm not in edit mode right now, right? So if I click this, it's gonna rotate around this point right here. We don't want that, right? We want it to rotate on the weapon. So this one's for Arby. So you're gonna hit G in edit mode, and just bring this over till it's about in the hilt of the sword. And now when we rotate it, there we go, it's in the hilt. Makes it nice and easy for all those flippy sword tricks and all that fun stuff. And so that's a sword. That's how you model it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tiger Stripe 16, and